Ah, 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 ah. Good day, good people. Master Monk, reporting live from Righteous Cuts Barbershop. Yeah, man, I just wanted to relay a message, man, that been growing in my heart and my mind, man. The universe told me to give it to y'all, share it to y'all. I know y'all probably already know this, but why not reiterate it? Because, steel sharp and steel, so sometimes we gotta listen and tap into some steel just to sharpen what's already in us, what we already know. We need to reiterate on things at times. But yeah, today, the topic of my discussion today, man, is pretty much how discipline is nature's equalizer. A lot of times people think because somebody got more resources or more abundance, more money, more affluence than them, that they stand a chance at having a better life than them. When, upon my observation and studies, that's not the case. Because discipline is nature's equalizer. If you got extreme discipline, you always stand a chance. You always going to be able to survive, no matter if it's a third world country, no matter the so-called, recession or economic crisis. You're going to always be able to have what you need if you got extreme discipline. Because discipline is nature's equalizer, because you can hand down a fortune. You can pass down a silver spoon. You can pass down a affluence to someone, but you can't pass down discipline. You can't pass down a work ethic. You can't pass down good character. You can't pass down the things that discipline naturally affords you. That's why they say the best things in life are free. And that's why so many people that might have been well off, but they're afraid to leave their fortune and their belongings to maybe their kids or their family, because they know they're going to squander it off. Because yeah, they might got the resources, but they might not have the discipline, because that's something that's you have to apply and practice and implement daily in order to cultivate. So, no matter what somebody has that might make them more economically, advanced than you, if they don't have the intangible traits like the character, like the discipline, like the work ethic, they still not rest assured to have the life that they want to have. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you got these things that money can't buy, these intangible traits that's free, that's nature's equalizer, you stand a chance to win. No matter what resources you have or lack thereof. So I just want to get some examples and just further drive home my point. Like I said, no matter how much of an economic advantage somebody has over you, if you have more discipline than them, then you stand a chance to gain and catch up with them or even surpass them. Abundance and extra money to an undisciplined person is a weapon of mass destruction, because now they might got the money and the abundance over you, but if they don't have the right mindset and they got toxic traits and habits, they're going to use that affluence to shorten their lifespan and hurt them faster, actually. So money into the hands of a person without the right mindset is really a weapon. So, that's just what it is. When you founded in righteousness and that's what you standing on, you don't need as much to go a long way. And to prove that point, man, it's like, just think about music, for example. Like, when I think of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I think of that album. It was so potent, it was so righteous, it was so substantial and had so much substance to it that she made one album, and she still sell out all over the world to this day with just one album. That's how powerful it was. And that's how powerful discipline is. That's how powerful being righteous and standing in integrity is. It's so potent that you only need a little bit to go so far. So, when you're in tune with the right divine frequency and your message and your content and everything you standing on, Even if it look like it's slow at the moment, it's only going to gain value over time. But it's the complete opposite when somebody is volatile and they not in tune with the right frequency. They can seem like they getting it all and they taking off quick, but it's short-lived. It's only a matter of time before it loses steam and diminishes. So, you know, when you got that extreme discipline and you standing in what's right, man, trust and believe, you know, rest assured that it's gonna gain interest over time. You know, like I was saying, abundance, money, and resources in the hands of a person with no discipline and bad habits and toxic mindset is a weapon against them that will shorten their lifespan. You know, think about how many different celebrities that had abundance that still would be here if they was in poverty. You know, poverty is actually healthy for a person with the wrong mindset, because now they don't have the money and the resources to buy all of the toxic things that's going to destroy them. So it goes to show you that the currency is in the mindset and the good habits more so than having affluence. Because if you have affluence and abundance without the right mindset, you're going to use that as a weapon to hurt yourself. Think of how many people would still be here if they didn't have extra money to buy more drugs or poor toxic food. You know, think about it. And God bless the dead. I'm only using these names to advance my point. You know, I'm never speaking ill of the dead, so God bless the dead. But I want to use these names to show you what I'm trying to say. You know, think about it. Whitney Houston, Rick James, you know, the young rapper Juice WRLD, or even Marilyn Monroe or Amy Winehouse, or even Old Dirty Bastard. You know, they had affluence, they had money, they had resources. So imagine, just because they had money and affluence and resources, that didn't give them a life of abundance or a life of, you know, being rich. They actually used their resources to shorten their lifespan. You know, so I'm just going to show you, don't always wish to have more money. Wish to have more discipline. Wish to have better character. Wish to be healthier, stronger, bigger, better, faster, smarter. Wish for those things, because once you have those things, you can take the little and make the most out of it. But if you don't, somebody can give you the whole world, and if you got bad habits, you ain't going to do nothing but use it to shorten your lifespan and diminish yourself faster, you know. Even think of the ones who had affluence, you know what I mean, but not even using drugs. They might have just had their affluence and used it to buy a bunch of extra toxic food, you know. They'd probably still be here as well. Think about it, like Big Pun, and you know, Heavy D, the other comedian, Chris Farley, John Candy. You know, it's like these people are well-known household names that they overate. You know, they became obese and it shortened their lifespan. So they use their resources as a weapon against them instead of something that was going to empower them. So I'm just letting you know, make yourself a better person. Get rid of your bad habits. Get rid of your toxic traits, because it's not the money that going to give you the life you're looking for. It's the mindset. It's correcting your behavior and your character. Because I just named a few celebrities that had the abundance and the resources and the so-called silver spoon, but they used it to hurt themselves instead of help themselves. So, you know, like I said, it's the opposite thing. Like when you might have less resources, but if you got the right mindset and no bad habits, you're going to eventually gain. So just know that just because somebody has more than you don't mean that they are more than you or that they're going to have a better quality of life than you. Because like I said, somebody that got more than you but got the wrong mindset, they ain't going to do nothing but use it to hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's what, you know, the rapper Nas, that's what he was trying to show you when he titled his album King's Disease. Because in ancient times, kings with affluence, they had affluence, they were kings, but they had toxic mindset and developed King's disease because they used their affluence to overeat, overdrink, overindulge. So they was kings, but they still wasn't rich because they used their riches and resources to hurt themselves. So I'm just keep showing you these different points to show you that it's not the resources, it's the mindset. It's the lifestyle that makes you rich, not the resources. Because if you got all these resources, but you got the wrong mindset, you got the You into the toxic things, you're going to use that same silver spoon to hurt yourself quicker. You know, so that just proves that it's the mindset and good habits that allows you to become rich, not because you have more money and abundance. Because if you're fortunate enough to have abundance but have no discipline and toxic mindset, then you'll use your resources to destroy yourself instead of be rich and well off. You know, like I said, poverty is actually good for a person with bad habits because at least they don't have abundant resources to destroy themselves quicker. So if you know somebody or a person that's not as well off as you would like, and your habits aren't the best, that's actually a good thing. So, you know, don't ever empower somebody that has bad habits, because you're going to enable them and help them to hurt themselves. Because it's not the lack of money that they have, it's the bad habits that they have that's keeping them from flourishing. So, you know, help them correct their character and their bad habits and things like that, and then they'll gradually begin to heal, and they'll find out that, yo, it wasn't that I ain't had no money, it was the fact that I couldn't make nothing of what I had because of my habits wasn't good. And that's why I say discipline is nature's equalizer. Because if you're disciplined with a healthy mindset and habits, you'll go further or surpass a person that's richer or more well off than you that has bad habits. Because nothing is more well off than a disciplined, sound person. And that mindset will prevail in any economy. And a person with all the resources and toxic traits and bad habits will surely diminish regardless of their economic advantage. So, you know, the universe put this on my heart, man, and gave me these examples because there's a lot of people that always think their success or their lack thereof depends on, you know, other things outside of them. And it's not, man. It's not about who's the president. It's not about anything. It's all about who are you and what you're going to do and what you're going to become and what type of mindset you're going to have to empower yourself daily that allows you to acquire the things that you desire, you know. So I just want to restore everybody hope, man. It's not about, you know what I mean, who your president is, your mayor, your nothing. It's about what you're going to do to empower yourself. Because regardless of who your president is, if you're not doing anything to empower yourself, you're still not going to have what you want to have. And even if, for instance, you do have a president or a mayor that's giving other people extra resources that you don't have, if these people are toxic and had a bad mindset, they're actually enabling them to hurt themselves. So if you got a good character, the right mindset, and discipline, then you're going to always be able to survive. But even if a person seems like they're getting extra advantages and extra resources that you're not getting, if they are a toxic person and they got bad traits and bad habits, let them get all the abundant they want, because they only going to use it to shorten their lifespan. They only going to use it to buy more extra bad food. They only going to use it to buy more drugs and alcohol. So just know that when you're disciplined and you're patient and you got a work ethic and you don't have no bad habits, you're going to always be okay regardless. Because if a person is getting more than you, but they got bad habits and toxic traits, that abundance that they're gaining is only going to be a weapon used against them. So when you're in tune with that divine frequency and you have good traits and good habits, you know, you're going to always be okay. Never worry about nothing. You're going to be all right, man. You know, it's going to always be all right as long as you are all right, as long as you do what you got to do to maintain your discipline, maintain your character, maintain your work ethic, do things to empower every day. And you once your mindset is empowered, you'll never be devoured. And even if a person, like I said, if they getting extra money and influence and somebody just giving them free money, if they're in a devoured mindset or a toxic mindset or toxic habits and traits, so the money still don't mean nothing, because all they're going to do is just buy more extra drugs, more extra alcohol, more extra poor food. And over time, the compound interest of spending their resources on things like that is only going to destroy them faster. So discipline is nature's equalizer, man. If you got extreme discipline like you're supposed to have, you always stand a chance. You're always going to prevail. And it's been shown since the beginning of time. Kings, they had all this extra resources and abundance, but they ain't had the right mindset. So they used their resources as a weapon against them. That's just what I'm trying to show you. It's not your resources or lack thereof. It's you as a person, as an individual, as a collective that have good traits so that you can take the little and make the most. Because another collective that has bad traits, they're going to take the most and make the least. So you be fine. You'll be fine. Trust me. Good character, good discipline, all these untangible forms of currency, work ethic, you know what I mean? Joy, peace, a smile, all these things that's untangible, that's a form of currency that money can't buy. You're going to always be able to weather the storm when you got the discipline and just good energy and all these traits. Because it's currency, and money ain't the only form of currency. Currency is the things money can't buy. That's why they say the best things in life is free. You know, increasing your health, increasing your productivity, increasing your knowledge. That's free. It don't cost nothing to do some push-ups. It don't cost nothing to put fresh air in your lungs instead of hookah and cigarettes. It don't cost nothing to treat people good. It don't cost nothing to be disciplined. That's free of charge. But that's going to always make sure you stand a chance to win and persevere. But like I said, on the opposite end of that spectrum, somebody can get all of the money, all the extras they want. They got toxic habits. They going to use all that extra to hurt themselves quicker. So, you know, I hope I drove home what I'm trying to say and I painted that right picture, man, because the universe most definitely put it on my heart and my mind to share that with y'all. And, you know, it's going to be all right, man. Trust that. Master Monk, man, live from Righteous Cuts. Love. Love.